Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to the next video. And today we're going to be looking at some more of my video game collection, but in this time the other cabinet. I didn't realize how much I had in that other cabinet. It's quite a bit of games. Here we are with the first game of the day, or well, first game of the video. Dead Rising 4, Frank's Big Package. I'm kind of a big fan of the Dead Rising franchise. Having played and binged the first one on the 360, got my hands on the second one. Didn't get to fully finish the second one, but I did get to enjoy the second one, and I own the third one. I heard mixed opinions about that one though, and I heard even worse opinions about this one. But despite saying that, having this game has it so that I own, I think, all of the Dead Rising, and that includes the off the record. So this was just basically to complete my Dead Rising collection. Might as well look at the back. This one just comes with everything, pretty much. So I guess the definitive version of Dead Rising 4. Not much to say else on it. I got it during a GameStop deal. I think it was a 4 for 40 deal, or 4 for 20 deal. I don't know which one it was. 4 for 40, 4 for 20, something like that. That's all I can really say on it. I haven't even touched it yet. It was a used game, so moving on to the next game. Resident Evil Biohazard, or Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. I played a little bit of this game. I played a lot of the beginning hour. I remember my younger brother and I were trying to figure out what to do with the mannequin hand. I'm pretty sure everyone was trying to figure out what to do with the the dummy finger, only for us to find out didn't really amount to much of anything. However, saying that this is a PS3 case, but obviously it's a PS4 game, and despite the same Resident Evil 7, it's actually the gold edition of the game. Gotta love, GameStop, for this great marketing. Because I forgot that I had purchased this game, and then when I went to go look through my stuff, I'm like, oh yeah, I got this game. Okay, cool. And looking at the receipt, it said the gold edition. However, on here it says the standard. So I had to open up and find out. So yeah, Resident Evil 7. I think everyone knows pretty much about this game. If not, then I guess look it up. Excuse me. I have yet to actually I think complete this one too. I don't even think I even touched this one, to be honest. I think I've only really watched walkthroughs of it. A person I used to watch on YouTube a lot that did a lot of horror games, they played this game a lot, as well as the DLC, and Zoe and Zoe and the band footage stuff. So I forgot what the other DLC was. I think it had to do with Chris Redfield. I forgot what that one was called. Anyways, as for Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, the gold edition, however, as I said, this is just the standard case. Moving on to the next game. I should say games, because there is 2 of them. So right here we have Super Street Fighter 4, and on this side we have Street Fighter 5 Arcade Edition. This one I haven't opened yet. It's things with GameStop. I think I got this one. I don't know if I got this one from GameStop or I got it from online. However, this cover I printed out because I actually like this one a little bit better than the American one. The North American front cover. It's the Japanese one. If you look at the back, I kind of like this a little bit better. If I open this up though, you can see that that's the North American. I just kind of flipped it, inverted it pretty much. So yeah, it's the North American one. However, as I said, I just kind of like this one a little bit better, just a little bit. And then the 5 Arcade Edition, I got this one at GameStop for $20, and it includes, I think, everything up to a certain season pass or game pass or fighter pass or whatever. And yes, it comes with the arcade mode and Hispanic rosters and bonus challenges. I think this was the more definitive version to play when this version came out, I think in 2019. I think it was 2019. But yeah, I never got a chance to open and play this one, actually. I know PlayStation gave it away for free, like the standard base edition. However, I got this one for $20, thinking I was going to play it. You know, things happened, COVID happened, and whatnot, and yeah, just never got around to it. I don't think it was 2018 I got this, or 2019, I think it was 2018 I got this one. And then I got this one, I don't remember if I got it online or GameStop. However, this one was, I think, $10, and this one was, as I said, $20 at the time. Both are great games. I initially just got this game so that I can help my older brother get the platinum trophy for this game. For myself, I don't really, it's not that I don't care about trophies or anything, it's just, I think as I got older, it just kind of seemed very, I wouldn't say a waste of time, but because I have so many games, I just want to just play them, see if I like them. If I don't, I don't. If I do, I do, you know. And Street Fighter games are typically fun. I like playing them, so not a big deal. Oh, and I forgot to mention, all of these games that I put out were Capcom games. And Capcom's got a little bit better. By a little bit, I mean they got a lot better over the years. As you can probably tell from these Street Fighter games, they had a Super Street Fighter, and they have Ultra Street Fighter, and they have a Street Fighter Arcade Edition, and Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition, and yeah, and then this one's not this one's not better either. It has Street Fighter 5 and, you know, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, they got a lot better over the years. Now we're moving on to the next set of games, and this set of games we're going to be looking at Sega franchises, Sega games, and the first two are a doozy, well, kind of. Condemned: Criminal Origins and Condemned 2: Bloodshot. I played a good chunk of this one. I didn't get a chance to play this one at all because obviously I want to play this one first, and I'm pretty sure this is a direct sequel to this one, sort of a direct sequel to this one. Maybe I'll play it on the channel. I really actually liked this game a lot. I'm glad that I actually physically own it, because I think prior to I owned it digitally on my old Xbox 360 account, but then I think everything was gone from it. Like, I can't access any of the games I had purchased, and rightfully so, because I was using like a Yahoo account as my main account, and they stopped doing that. So yeah, we have this is like the back of it, of both of them. This is, I think, I don't know if this is the North American or one of the North American covers, but the other cover has like somebody, someone's mouth covered with eyes wide open looking at somebody. So this one's a slightly different cover. I like it. I went to go get, I got myself this cover. And then there's the Condemned 2. I really so badly want to play this one. I don't know. Well, I mean, I've read some things about both, obviously. I have my own opinions about this one, but I heard opinions about this one. I want to reserve them for when I play them myself. I do like horror games. I don't know if I'm too picky about them, picky about playing some of them. Like, as you can see, I had Resident Evil 7, and then I had Geist and whatnot. I think when I got Geist, I was looking for something a little bit different, but when I got older and I wanted to pick the horror games I wanted to play, I think I wanted to play horror games that I think not a lot of people that I knew about. Everyone had Resident Evil, so I decided to get myself Condemned, or everyone had Outlast, so I decided to get Condemned. Like, it's not that I want to ignore the popular masses or anything. It's just, what about this game? Like, it looks pretty cool, interesting. The front cover looks pretty cool, interesting. The back looks pretty cool and interesting. The scenarios look pretty cool and interesting. So that's initially the reason I got these. I got them together, I think, for $35. I mean, I know one was 10 and one was, no, I think one was like $13, $14, and the other one was a little bit more. I don't know which one it was again. But yeah, this is in a Hollywood Video case, and this is obviously the standard Xbox 360 case. You can probably tell the difference here. Oh, I mean, I think this one just shows its age. That's how they used to look. That's how they look a little, got a little bit older. I'm sorry, but a little bit, well, yeah. When the Xbox 360 came more in its prime, they kind of changed up the symbol here. It's kind of like the OG one, because this one I think was one of the, I think it was somewhat of a launch title, or it came out within the first year of the Xbox 360's library. So both great buys, both games that I kind of recommend that you check out or watch. Maybe definitely check out. I don't know if you'd be interested in playing them, or fully playing them. They're a little bit old, on the older side. Anyways, gotta move on to the next games. Persona games, of course. Atlus, one of Atlus's bread and butters. These are the two I have in the garage, obviously. Excuse me. Yeah, Persona 4 Arena and Persona 5. I initially had I had a lot of other Persona games. I had a Fez. I had I don't think I owned 1 and 2 on the PSP, but I do have them digitally. And then I have portable digitally as well. But I had 4 golden and 4. However, I gave my unopened copy of 4 to my younger sister for her birthday on PlayStation 2. And because I had golden on the Vita, eventually sold it, but I now have it digitally again. So this is just the Arena one. I had Ultimax, but I sold that one only because they gave it away for free. Or maybe it was this one. I don't remember now. I don't know if it was Ultimax or this one. They gave it away for free on PlayStation, like free games or something back when they were giving away PS3 games. I was like, yeah. And the reason I kind of gave away Ultimax and not this one is because, like, I think I like this one a little bit more. Obviously, it's unopened, but I actually like this one a little bit more. I mean, the story's hit and miss, kind of like a visual novel. However, I don't know, like, I guess the case and the cover and stuff, I prefer this one a little bit more than the Ultimax one. I know that's kind of a bit of a controversial thing to say, but I don't know, like, the Ultimax cover with like all the characters on it, I'm like, yeah, it looks pretty cool, but I think coming off of like Golden and stuff, this one seemed more Persona 4E to me than the other one. And I don't think I was really into the Persona 3 cast at the time. Obviously, this is before I actually beat Portable, Persona 3 Portable. And then I ended up liking all of those characters on there. Because I think I only ever watched my brother play Persona 3 Fez, but I don't know if he ever finished it or not. Don't recall. Maybe he did. I don't know. So I wasn't really invested into those characters. I was really invested in the 4 characters. So when those 3 characters came in, right, like in this one, it was only like 3 characters. It was Akihiko, Mitsuru, and Aigis. And then they had primarily the Persona 4 cast, which is what I liked. And then obviously the Ultimax had more of the Persona 3 characters, and I was like, it's kind of an off-put to me. Obviously, I should have been more receptive to that. So maybe I'll secure a copy of Ultimax in the future. Moving on to Persona 5. Why don't I have the PS4 copy? Well, and I had the PS3 copy. Well, the long story short is that a long time ago I sold my PlayStation 4, to like pay for stuff and whatnot. So I only had a PS3 at the time. So I wanted a new game, and Persona 5 did come out on the PS3. So I decided to, get it on PlayStation 3. Obviously, it's only in 720p, and the only selling point between the PS3 and the PS4 is that It was, I think, 60 frames a second, I think, and it was 1080p. Actually, I don't even know if it was 60 frames a second. I just remember it was 1080p. This one is only 720, I think. I think it's somewhere on here. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if it's... But anyways, and then it had other features too. Like the PlayStation 4 had the touchpad stuff too. So, I mean, it's not just the looks, but it's also some of the gameplay elements are a little bit different. I didn't really get to play much of the PS3 one because not too long after getting the PS3 version, I actually ended up buying the PlayStation 4 again. But the PS4 copy that I got, and I'm so glad I did not trade this one in to get the PS4 copy, because I bought the PS4 copy used and it didn't work. I don't even know how the hell that even happened, but the Persona 5 PS4 copy just didn't work. I don't know if someone like messed it up or whatever. But yeah, it just didn't load in at all. And then I think I tried it on my brother's PlayStation 4 and it didn't work. So I'm like, maybe it's my PlayStation 4, even though I have a new PlayStation 4, but it wasn't. It was just the damn game. So I returned it, and then I think not too long after that, I was pissed because they didn't have another copy of Persona 5 anywhere else. At the time, there wasn't anyone anywhere near where I was living. So maybe a few months later, I got they had a sale and Persona 5 was on sale digitally, so I ended up getting that version. Saying that, the thing between Atlus and doing these things with Persona, if I might interject, I don't understand why. I mean, I do understand, but like when you come out with a game like similar to like the Super Street Fighter and all that kind of stuff, you have like, you have that, and then you have the definitive version. Okay, that's cool. Like between, I can't say this about Persona 4 Arena, because Ultimax is kind of just like a sequel to that. But with this one I can. The mainline Persona entries, they always have a habit of just giving out a more definitive, I'm not going to put it in quotes because it's true, it's more of a definitive version of the game. It's not their fault that, you know, they had maybe had to cut corners or something to get out some gameplay elements and stuff. But what I can say is that the price tag for these said games, so like Royal and whatnot, it left just such a bitter taste in my mouth, because I got this game like 2017, 2018 or something like that, around there, and I didn't beat the game until like 2020 during COVID. I didn't beat the game until during COVID, and I mean, obviously they came out with Royal in 2020, and I was super duper pissed because I was like, oh, finally, you know, like whatever. Only for me to find out that Royal is the definitive version of this game. And then all the DLC that was in this one, because I was going to buy the DLC, right? I wanted to beat the game first before I bought the DLC, just to see if the game is worth it. Yeah, I mean, it's worth it, but then they came out with Royal, and then they said, oh, get the Royal version. It has all of the DLC in this one, the PS3 version, at least the PS3, PS4 version, and, you know, like the extra story elements, the extra combat scenario, the extra characters, the extra season, the extra dungeons. So it's just, oh my goodness gracious. And then only for me to find out that the Royal PS4 version had DLC as well. So then they have the PlayStation 5, the Series X, and the Nintendo Switch version, which has all of that. So I'm just thinking to myself, what the hell is going on here, man? Like, why do I have to buy 3 versions of the same freaking game? And I said, like, the vanilla version of 5 is not bad. It's not. It's really good. But you cannot argue that Royal and, you know, the PS5 updated version of Royal is not a better version than this game. It's night and day difference. Saying that, I do miss these back covers. I do like these designs here. I like this one a little bit more I like this one a lot more than this one, though. However, that front cover's are pretty dang good. So Atlas always does a good job. Saying all that, now I can move on to the last Atlas, Sega game. I'm sorry. And this one was a gift from a long time ago, Sonic Heroes. I did not have a front cover or the game cover for this game, so I went online, found one I actually kind of liked, and this was the Japanese one. And yeah, I really like the design here more so than the North American one. I compared them. I just like this one a little bit better. It shows the hyper speed, hyper fighting. I think that's what it says. Hyper power, and then fly high. They all have their own thing, and then it shows all the different teams that you can play as in the game. I'm pretty sure they mentioned some of the gameplay dynamics. This just looks pretty dang good compared to the other one. It's almost primarily the same cover. I beat the game. It was a gift from my aunt. I do not regret playing this game, although I think a lot of people said this was kind of like a mid-ish kind of game. Coming back to it, yeah, I guess, but I did have fun with it when I did play it, and that's all that matters. And I did beat it, and that's all that matters to me too. And the fact that I still have it is, I guess it just constitutes the value that the game really gave to me. And I should make a note to this. I should make a note of this. If I sold a game that I ever owned, it's either because it didn't work anymore or I didn't like it. So I'm pretty sure that if I kept this game, it's because I still like it. So that's it for the Sega games that I have. The last one we're going to be looking at is Bandai Namco. It's a little bit bigger, and by a little bit bigger, I mean, yeah, it's a little bit bigger. The first game I have up on here is a more recent purchase, Eternal Sonata for the 360. I am aware that the PS3 version has more stuff. The only reason I got the 360 version is because, for collection purposes. The PS3 version, I can just get it another time. The 360 version didn't cost that much. It was $9-10. It was really, really, really inexpensive. And it's on a Hollywood Video case, so I did have to get a new cover because the Hollywood Video always has the front cover, but the back is always it shows the controls and yeah. Anyways, I wanted to test this out. It's about Chopin. His final days. He's in his coma, having the time of his life, listening to his music, going on a little adventure. I mean, who wouldn't like a game? I mean, the game like that sells itself. The one thing that I will say is that, how do I say this? I think for a few years, I tried to get this game, and I tried to justify a reasoning to purchase this copy of this version of the game because I was trying to get the PS3 version. There were two things for it. The first one was obviously that other games came out and stuff like that, and I just never saw a reason to own it. And then I think when I was listening to the soundtrack, I would drive and stuff like that, and I have long drives, so going from work to home or whatnot, just having to listen to music. So I think sometimes listen to video game music, and there's always be Eternal Sonata music on there, and I'm just okay, I need to get this game. The music is just really freaking good. So yeah, I eventually got it for $10. The game's in pretty good condition, so the disc is in pretty good condition, and I think it comes with I don't know if it actually comes with oh, it does. Oh yeah, it does come with the manual. So yeah, good purchase. The next game is also a kind of more recent purchase. I have to get a little bit more, excuse me, comfortable. A Naruto, Shippuden, Naruto, oh my gosh, Ultimate Ninja Storm 4, Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 4, Road to Boruto. Gosh, that's a title. I don't physically own any copies of the Naruto, like the Ultimate Ninja Storm franchise, other than this one, only because every year or like every other year they would always come out with a new version of this Naruto Shippuden game or something like that. I was more acclimated with the first one, so I physically, well, actually, I digitally own the first one on my Xbox One. It was only like $7, I think, from like a sale, or $10 or something from a sale. No, $4. I think it was. I got it for $3.99. Why did I say $10? $3.99 on the Xbox store during a sale, and then it just kind of sparked my interest. Maybe I should get another Ninja Storm game, and like I always go to like maybe I go to GameStop or somebody else, and I look and I see, hey, this game is actually pretty cheap, and why the heck not buy it? Because I mean, it comes with all of that. It comes with all of this stuff that it says up here: the season pass, the new Boruto expansion pack, and then bonus DLC. Like, so why the freak not? Why not get all of this stuff in there? This back though, really bland and boring. Just a couple things here in this. Well, this is all the stuff that comes with it. As someone that doesn't really, I mean, I watched Naruto. I watched it till the end. I'm not really into Boruto. It is what it is. Don't fight me on it. Seeing all of that, I mean, as a fan of Naruto, the front cover here is pretty good. The back right here, because knowing how Naruto and Sasuke, I mean now, right, how they are in the Boruto manga just kind of pisses me off. So seeing them in these outfits and Boruto in the middle here with the, no. But I only got it for content purposes. Like, I just really, as I said, I don't hate the Ninja Storm games. It's just the first one I think was probably the more interesting out of all of them, game mechanically. So I decided to just get the fourth one because it's obviously they've just been expanding upon it for years and years and years, and this is, I'm pretty sure, after doing it for 10 or so years. Actually, when did this game come out? 2016, 2017? So yeah, maybe about like 10-ish years. They finally figured out a good formula for these games, and so I decided to get this one. And seeing the reviews of it, I'm pretty sure that I made a pretty good choice. Seeing some fan reviews, I'm also certain I made a pretty good choice. $7, I think I got $7 or $8. I got this one, so I mean, it's not gonna hurt me that much financially. And I'm sorry that I'm bagging on the franchise. I shouldn't really be doing that because I'm pretty sure a lot of people enjoy these games. I haven't really watched esports on this game, but there is an esports for this one. Maybe I should check it out. I don't know, but I am a fan of Naruto. Just not Boruto. Moving on to the next one, is a game that I actually still have yet to beat, and it pisses me off to this day. Ni no Kuni: Wrath of the White Witch. Oh, I got this game at a Best Buy. It was actually upside down. I don't even know how the heck they did that. It said new. This cover was upside down. It was upside down. So this part right here, the cover here, was flipped. So when you'd open up this thing, like everything was upside down. I'm just like, why the heck is it like that? I thought it was pretty cool. I thought it was pretty cool until I finally figured out. I mean, not finally figured out, but I finally figured, yeah, this is kind of actually stupid, because like it says like the Blu-ray disc up here. Why is it down there? I don't know. Anyways, this is a really cool front cover. I tried to look up other front covers, and this one I think is just the best out of all of them. So, yeah, this, I mean, it's kind of lazy, but the front cover here, I mean, almost sells itself. Like it looks like a Studio Ghibli video game, and it's made by the people who did Rogue Galaxy, the Dark Cloud series. Like, you're in good hands here. I've read so many good things about this game. I played it only the very beginning of it, and I love it. I absolutely love it. I don't care if it's in 720p or 480p or whatever. Like, I think it's right here. I don't care if it's like that. It's freaking good. Play this game. Saying that, I got the remastered. I don't think it's worth $40. Maybe like $30. 40 is pretty steep. However, it is on Game Pass. It's not leaving Game Pass anytime soon. Thank gosh, because I think they said that it was leaving Game Pass, and then they said no, not anymore, because it's a freaking good game. I'm telling you, you got to play this one. And then this is coming from someone that's pissed that they have not finished this one. And you might be asking why it's in the garage. And as I said, I have the remastered. I actually digitally own the PS4 remastered. And on Game Pass, it's on there as well. So there's other ways I can play this game. And, sharper, brighter graphics and all that kind of stuff. So, I mean, there's not much of a difference for me to play it on PS3 than the other hardware, other than it's, it's more accessible to me because I have got those consoles set up and not my PlayStation 3. But yeah, definitely worth it to me. Saying that, only on PlayStation, that didn't really age well because it's on Switch and Xbox now. But for the time, this was a good buy. I got it for $18, $17.99, or maybe it was $20. I don't remember now. No more than $20 though. And this is probably one of the best buys I've ever purchased from Best Buy. No pun intended. Moving on to the next game. Actually, this one's a double one. We got Tales of Xillia 1 and 2. This one was actually a gift I gave to somebody, but they didn't end up wanting it. So I ended up just keeping it. I haven't played it since. But I got Tales of Xillia 2, and I could never get around to playing this one again, for reasons I won't I do kind of recommend Xillia 1. However, I heard things about Xillia 2 that's a little bit better. So with Xillia 1, 2, I don't know if I can ever get back to playing these games, only because of my history with at least this one. But I got them for collection purposes. If you have one, you got to get the second one. So, I mean, eventually I probably will play it once I get over the fact. But yeah, I mean, I had them. I think this was like $27 at a GameStop back then, and I got this one, I think, at GameStop too, but 2017 for $15, $14.99. Games that I think are kind of worth checking out. I don't know if I have not played the newer Tales games. I played a tiny bit of Berseria, a tiny bit of Zestiria, but other than that, I mean, I haven't played the new Tales of Arise, and that's on my list too. So, I mean, it's kind of hard sell for me to recommend a Tales of Xillia game. But I did enjoy Xillia 1 when I kind of binged it a little bit. The last of the Bandai Namco games, or just Namco games, or whatever, are going to be Tekken Hybrid, which I'm pretty sure this is my brother's copy, older brother's copy, and Tekken Tag Tournament 2. I don't know if Tekken Hybrid's in here, is it? It is, okay. And then Tekken Tag Tournament 2. As I said, I borrowed this one from my brother. Almost done, because it comes with Tag Tournament HD, Tekken Tag Tournament HD, and another game. What was it? Tekken Tag 2 Prologue. And then it comes obviously with the movie as well. Blood Vengeance. I think that's what it's called. Is it called Blood Vengeance? Let me check. Watch the film. Play the game. Yeah, Blood Vengeance. Yeah. Um, Not much I can say about the Tekken Hybrid one. I mean, I have a lot of fun with the Tekken franchise. I love Tekken. I'm not the best at it though, but I do love it. I just realized it says it right there, Blood Vengeance in 3D. Um, I remember the 3D stuff. So I don't know how much my brother got this game for, but I got this one for $19.99 at a GameStop, and really good buys. The only thing that pissed me off about this game is that you had to purchase. Hopefully, it's in here. It tells you, bada bang, bada boom. Wait, does it? Yes, it does. It says that you need to enter this code below to, redeem the online pass. So, it was in that generation where we had online passes and those were not a lot of fun. Yeah, so Tekken Tag, I primarily like this one because it has Tekken Tag HD. This is obviously Tekken Tag 2. Both great games. Both I recommend. Especially in today's time, like you can get a lot of mileage out of these games. They've got a good number of characters. They've got a good number of, I think, how do I say this? They represent a lot of different fighting styles. I'm not saying that the newer games don't. It's just, I think now things are a little bit tighter. They want to appeal to different, not to say that they don't, but, they really various different fighting styles. And this one, it's just like you have like maybe 3 or 4 of the same characters that fight exactly the same. Basically kind of like a Naruto game, the Ultimate Ninja Storm game, or Budokai Tenkaichi. Like those kinds of games, they you have one character that plays just like 10 other characters. So I mean, it makes it accessible in the way that like maybe you want to play like so you have Lily and her butler who play exactly the same. So do you want to play as her butler, Sebastian, or do you want to play as Lily? So I guess they give you kind of that option in here. And then this one is just kind of just, you have the prologue, and then you have the Tekken Tag HD, which, as I said, with at that time, there were different characters. There were different characters with the same fighting style. So I guess it's just, what are you looking for? What kind of character resonates with you more? So I'm glad that they did that. I can see why that's a minus sometimes, because it's just like, why is this character even in here? But I mean, if you think about it, it's just like, who the hell is this guy? And he just beat the crap out of me, you only to find out, it's Lily's butler or something like that. That's probably why they have the same fighting style. Or like you have Jin, Devil Jin, Kazuya, Heihachi, Jinpachi. Like you have a bunch of just characters that, I mean, they do fight differently, but no, actually not them. It's Miharu, and I think Asuka. I don't remember now. Or maybe she fights like Ling Xiaoyu. I don't remember. I think Miharu fights like Asuka. Yeah, I think that's what it was. But yeah, it's kind of like that. It's like, who the heck is this character and why are they in here? And then, but it makes it fun, It makes it kind of cool. And then they have that signature Tekken endings, kind of goofy, somewhat serious, somewhat not serious. Great buys. That's all I can say. I recommend both of these games. Test them out, play them, enjoy yourself. So yeah, that will be the end of this video. The next set will be hopefully the end. Hopefully, because we got a bunch of just big games that, oh my goodness gracious, like, I can just say it's like my Final Fantasy Garage collection, and the Square Enix, I should say more Square Enix Squaresoft collection. And then the other one is the Koei Tecmo. So we got the Ninja Gaiden and the Dead or Alive. As far as you guys know, you already know about my history with Dead or Alive. If not, I'll leave a link somewhere so you can watch it, because that's quite a story with with Dead or Alive. Anyways, that would be this one. Yeah, I mean, just stay safe out there. Enjoy yourself. Adios.